about that? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? That's a nice, non-threatening way to find out what a person may like. Another way to do it is actually, since we're saying, I'm interested in you. I don't like conversations, and this is just me personally. Well, when I was with my other girlfriend, those are conversations you really ought to keep to yourself, you know. Well, my other girlfriend used to let me slap her butt, and you won't let me slap your butt. See that? Keep other relationships off the table, okay? The only reason you would ever really have a conversation about another relationship is to say what I have learned. Having had this experience with this other person, I realized that I didn't talk enough about what I like. Would you like me to share some of the things that I like? You know, I happen to really like fragrances and massages, you know, and I bought some. Could you rub it on my shoulder? Okay.
Let him smell it first. He might be allergic.
Exactly, might be allergic to it. Make him smell. Good idea, make him smell it. But so you can watch a movie to open the conversation. You can go on a walk and have a conversation. Hey, you know, I was just thinking about some things that we could do that would be fun. What ideas do you have about, you know, doing some fun stuff sexually, and have those conversations? You can talk about the third friend of a cousin. You know, my cousin told me that she and her girlfriend, you know, found these edible underwears. Hey, what do you think about edible underwears? It doesn't even have to be you saying you want to do it if you feel embarrassed about it, right? Question? Any comment? Yes.
You say, you know, if you're going to live a long year or something like that, have more sex?
Yes.
Safe
sex.
You don't have a man, and I'm trying to live to be 101. What I'm doing. And I'm not using that false thing. I want the real stuff.
Okay, you want the real deal.
Yes.
So, step one, where's my marker? Self. Self. Always remember self. The first place that we start with in life is the self. Okay? Like attracts like. You must become a magnet. Okay? You must become a magnet. So the first thing you have to chart yourself, what is that thing I want to attract? Do you even know? No one ever told us we had to sit down and actually, you know, make a list. What are the things you want? Do you like people who are funny? Do you like people who exercise? You know, tall. I'm not talking about the superficial, short, rich. You know, whatever it is, know yourself. Am I an active person or am I a sedentary person? Do I like travel or I don't like travel? Class example, if you love traveling, there are lots of travel clubs that you can go online with and find these travel clubs, and you start going to the meetings for travel clubs, and the next thing you know, in the group of travel club people, there are others, people of the opposite sex, and you start traveling with the group, and the next thing you know, somebody in that group really gets attracted to you, and you start a relationship. Say you like exercising. You're in a class of 100 people who are doing hip-hop dance, and you go regularly because you like dancing. The next thing you know, you start having conversations after hip-hop dance with somebody of the opposite sex. But it starts with you. You like art. Start going to some art classes. You want to learn a new language, Spanish. You go to, you know, take one courses at Miami-Dade or one of the community centers, and the next thing you know, somebody in your class, you know, you find interest, and you start having them as your study partner. And the next thing you know, as a study partner, you have coffee, you know, and then you start getting to know each other. Hey, let's go, you know, go down to one of the Cuban restaurants and practice our Spanish. But it starts with yourself. You must become that thing which you want to attract. Right? That's where you start. and you want to live to 101 out there, start with yourself. If you are not attractive, you stand in front of the mirror and you say, I would date me. Yeah, I would date me. That's a good place. But if you stand in front of the mirror and like, and no, then we need to do something with that first. Fix your face. I used to tell my boys, fix your face. Fix your face. I said, what do you mean, Mom? You look mad. I'm not mad. Well, tell your face. Tell your face, because your face says you're mad. And a mad face is not attractive. Smile. Smiling is attractive. Frowning is a repellent. Squinting the eyes, that's a repellent. Crossing the arm is a repellent. In a room of people, you hit the back. That's a repellent. That says, I don't want to get to know anybody. Right? Look at yourself. What am I doing? I love it when people say to me, there are no good people out there. Nobody's interesting. Nobody. Well, that includes you, because you're part of the nobody. What are you doing to be an attractive person? You ever notice there are some people that everybody talks to? Mm-hmm. Why? Why?
Because they're friendly.
Because they're friendly? No, some of the most unattractive people have people talking to them.
They're friendly and
they're friendly.
open.
They're open.
Approachable.
They're approachable. It's a fallacy. Yes, of course. The eye first loves to see beautiful things. But people like other things also. They like kindness. They like friendliness. They like openness. They like caring people. Be that thing that you would like. And you'd be surprised how you will attract to you. But you can't be closed off and looking at people like they got something stank on them, you know, and expect people to come to you. Right? It starts with you. It starts with you. Question. Did that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I know it's a lot of homework.
Where you hanging out at? Where you hanging out at?
Write that down. Child, I've been
Here's another clue. If you keep doing the same thing,
You get the same.
you're going to get the same thing. If every time, okay, I know you love your church. If you have a church home, you may love that church home. You've been there from you were knee high as a child, but you have yet to get a date out of that church. You may want to visit another church. I'm just saying. You may want to do a visit. Maybe every fourth Sunday you visit another church. Or if one of your friends invites you to a concert at their church, you may want to go. You may want to go. Exactly, right?
Tell him hang out in the frozen food section in the grocery store. If you're in the frozen food section, he can't cook. And if you cook, you say you gonna eat that? Lots of dates from the frozen food section.
That's true.
But it's so important. I want to do. I'm going to wrap up. But it was so important for me to do this class. And I really wanted to do this class for seniors because, first of all, if there's breath, there's life. And if there's life, you should be living. Right?
Yeah.
Not surviving, thriving. And part of thriving is living life with an exclamation. You know? Not just, I woke up today. No. And part of exclamation is having relationships. You know? And will there be problems in relationships? Of course there'll be problems. That's human. You know? But it doesn't mean you shut down. It doesn't mean you die alive. Right? And many people have died alive. Their partner may have passed away, or the relationship ended badly, and they've said, I'm not doing this anymore. But you're still breathing. You're still breathing, and God gave you grace of life. And therefore, you should be living and thriving. So I brought this class because the good news, ain't nobody here getting pregnant. So, so the good news is, But before you start intercourse, get to know yourself, be able to communicate your needs, and then you'll find you have amazing sex once you can do that. So next week we're gonna have fun. We're gonna play show and tell next week. So get ready.